So how Gigi's Playhouse got started was actually through Nancy Gianni and her daughter Gigi. So they realized that having Down syndrome is a huge blessing, and having a child with Down syndrome is a huge blessing in your life, just like having any child would be to a family. But they always got told, I'm sorry, or things like that, where these kids were viewed at as they weren't as good or weren't going to have the same opportunities as other kids. So Nancy and Gigi really set out to change that perspective and founded Gigi's Playhouse, and it's grown into this amazing thing to where we're actually global now and have a playhouse in Mexico, to where we're trying to change the perspective on Down syndrome, and that kind of goes with the motto of Generation G. We want these families and individuals with Down syndrome to know that they can do everything that an individual without Down syndrome is able to do, and they can achieve whatever they want in life. Our one-on-one tutoring program really benefits and is one of the biggest programs we have at Gigi's Playhouse, because it's an opportunity for our participants to receive free one-on-one tutoring in the subjects that they really need help with, outside of what's already offered to them at their schools or in the community. And again, why it's so important is because they are able to get this through our Playhouse for free at no charge and be able to receive the help they need. It also is a great opportunity for people in the community to come out and volunteer to be one of those tutors and give back to what is a great community here at Gigi's Playhouse.
I joined the Gigi's board a little over 4 years ago, and as a board member, I think my ultimate role would be an ambassador for the Playhouse and spreading the word of Gigi's Playhouse into the community, as well as finding out ways that we can work together with businesses, stores, and other members of the community. We meet on a monthly basis and discuss all the ins and outs of the Playhouse and how we can do things to make it all the better and all the more greater. Our current Playhouse is busting at the seams with participants, and so our ultimate goal now is to raise money so that we can expand our Playhouse to fit the needs of all those that want to come and be a part of it.
The thing I love most about volunteering and tutoring at Gigi's Playhouse is the relationships that come from the programs I participate in, whether that be progress in their learning skills such as reading or literacy or their phonics. Being able to see that development is really rewarding, but also the friendship side of it, which is really helpful to see as well. And it's really encouraging to come back and continue volunteering, because just seeing the smiles that come on their face when they walk in the room or seeing them outside of Gigi's, it's just those friendships that you can count on because you see them at the programs regularly. What I love most about volunteering at Gigi's Playhouse is the relationships that have come from it, especially from tutoring. When you get that one-on-one time with a student, you're able to really see their progress grow, not only as a reader or a listener, someone who follows directions, but just as someone with a relationship, whether they want to smile when they come into class, and just being able to build that relationship where you trust one another and you see just really happy to see one another is probably the most rewarding thing about tutoring and volunteering in general. It's just being able to see those faces coming back and being able to build friendships that if you saw them outside of Gigi's, you instantly recognize them and you can talk. I think people should volunteer at Gigi's Playhouse because it's a really rewarding atmosphere when you're able to have people with and without disabilities come together, because there really isn't anything that anyone can't do while here at Gigi's. Everything is adapted to one another, so whether you struggle in one area, someone can help you in another, whether you have Down syndrome or not. And just being able to have those friendships that you can count on with people with and without disabilities is really encouraging. And just being able to spread awareness about Down syndrome is really awesome as well, because when you are showing that you're at Gigi's Playhouse or you talk about Gigi's Playhouse, it's just a really good way to bring Down syndrome into the conversation. And some people see it as a negative thing, but people with Down syndrome are just the happiest people ever, and I love being able to spend my time with them, and I know if other people are at Gigi's, they'd love spending time with them as well.
Hi, my name is Kathryn Smith. I am 27 years old and I have Down syndrome. I have been a board member at Gigi since 2010. I served as board secretary for 2 years. I initially came to Gigi's because I believe it is important for parents with young children with Down syndrome to see how bright the future can be for their child. I am here to inspire the parents and be a role model to the children. My current position at Gigi's is an outreach ambassador. As an outreach ambassador, I go to local events to promote Gigi's Playhouse to share Down Syndrome awareness to our community.
Hi, I'm Katie Vaughn, and I'm the site coordinator at Gigi's Playhouse Fox Valley. Gigi's Playhouse Fox Valley is a Down Syndrome Achievement Center that offers free educational and therapeutic programs to individuals with Down syndrome and their families. In addition, we also like to bring in volunteers. We're 100% volunteer-led, so all of our programs that have purposeful progression are all led by volunteers in the community, and we want to be your #1 go-to place for volunteering. We have over 435 families in the Fox Valley area that currently have an individual with Down syndrome in their family. And the more volunteers that we have, the more we can help out in the Fox Valley and Aurora community. What gets me excited about coming to the Playhouse every day is that I get to see the best in everybody every single day. When we have our participants here, we're always celebrating our best of all moments, where we're looking at growth at every single opportunity. And I also get the opportunity to also see our volunteers doing their best of alls and coming and smiling and helping. I also get the opportunity to have partnerships in the community and see them also with their best of all, and really bringing the community together to support our families with an individual with Down syndrome.